the amount of slamming and knocking around a driver must take in a competitive situation, these belts and supports are critically necessary. Also with the helmet, which is Snell 75 approved, we have goggles in case the driver has a style where he drives outside of the cab. It keeps any debris from getting in his eyes and causing a vision problem. Along with that, we have a full flame-resistant suit, including boots, jumpsuit, and gloves. With all this equipment on, we feel that a better protected driver will be a safer driver. All of these safety features which I have pointed out to you are required by the Monster Truck Racing Association. They are put on to help protect the driver, track personnel, and all spectators in the stands. I've driven for a long time. Any time in that seat is time that you are gaining experience. If the truck gets in a precarious situation and you get out of it, you subconsciously, you remember what you did. It's kind of a survival instinct. You know if it goes up in 2 wheels, you got to make a fast correction, maybe get on the gas, flick the steering wheel, get yourself back down. Then also, a lot of it might be second nature, it becomes second nature, but then again, we use video as a tool. And we will take a situation where I might get in a bad shape, come back and show the driver, show them how to do it, try to implant this in their head. If they get in this position, make this correction. I've probably learned the hard way. I've been on my side. I've been on my top. I've learned the hard way. These monster trucks, it gets real expensive to learn the hard way these days.
The cars are set, the track's ready. Let's go take a look at it. What are you going to do?
Well, Mike, the way the course is set up, it's short and quick like we talked about earlier. It could be maybe a one-gear track or two-gear track. We're really not made up our mind yet. I need to see what some of these other trucks do.
Right here, top of the hill, will you be wide open on the truck?
Be wide open when I start. When you start, be wide open when I finish. It's that kind of a track.
What do the rules say concerning landing on the cars? What if you miss?
Well, ideally, you have to hit the first car. We have what we call a 2-2 rule. Your two front tires have to impact the first car. If you land on the stack and bounce off, as long as at least 2 of your tires stay on the stack, you can actually drive down the side of the stack toward the finish line and win. So that's why it's called 2-2. Your two front tires have to hit the lead car, and if you clear them, that's legal too. You can clear all the cars and land with 4 tires on the other side.
Jim, this finish line area still worries me. It still seems real short.
Actually, this is a good finish. You have 2 cars to hit and help slow you down. You hit these 2 cars, they'll kind of break your speed and start getting on the brakes and hope you stop before the wall. Now, if you don't, at least you have a tunnel that you can duck over and go toward the tunnel.
Will you go to the tunnel?
If I have to, definitely. I don't want to impact that wall. The wall always wins.
Well, as you can tell from the crowd response, that it's time for Bigfoot. Jim Kramer, considered one of the top monster truck racers in America. He has drawn the number 3 qualifying slot. Bigfoot into the box and gets ready to go to work. Supercharged 460 cubic inch Ford motor. Triple Senator carburetor. Kramer on go. Left the ice. Attacks the right. Trips on hold. Cleared the line. Airborne and cleared the line. We'll wait on the time. It could be one of the toughest to beat. Bigfoot has the quick time of the night with a 4.9, a 4.9 on foot. So that is quick time. Of course, quick time gives you an advantage. The grain digger, its rear engine. Rounds have been set with fastest Lethal Weapon. Then it'll be Rambo versus the Barbarian. King Crunch will run Stomper. Just Showing Off will run Ever Jasper USA 1. Quick Time, second quick time of the night, goes to the Grave Digger, and he will run Playing for Keeps. So that's the stage as they'll come in and run side by side for an eliminator bracket. Well, the crowd gets into it as first round begins, and Jim Kramer, setting fast time of the night and having lane choice, goes to the odd side of the track. He'll run the Lethal Weapon truck. The times are important, but right now, the winning is the most important thing of all. As they sit on the line, and we'll listen as the motors come alive. It's a one-shot Pilgrim. What's up the lead? Kramer's flying him on his nose. Takes it out. It's a Bigfoot win. As the Weapon gets in a little bit of trouble, comes off the right-hand side of the car. So Foot will go outside and qualify for another round. Second round coming up. Well, Jim Kramer qualified with a 472, came back on the second pass with a 456. So you can tell that that side of the track is getting a little bit faster. The even side of the track is showing some signs of fatigue, and it's pulling the drivers off to the right side on their passes. So far in the second round of racing, Quick Time is owned by Crunch. Look at that. Talk about Crunch. They have smashed them to nothing. Playing for Keeps this stage. He's running the big blown motor of the Grave Digger. Who's it gonna be? Well, it's Grave Digger. He covers them. I mean, he covers it all. The Grave Digger. And we're running out of cars. That'll just be a short period of time between this round and the winner of this round advancing on to the semifinals. Jim Miller versus Jim Kramer in a pair of Ford trucks. Both of them staged very carefully. Watch for the light to go green. Clock starts then. Who's it gonna be? It's the whole shot. It's made all the difference. He wins it. All over the track. A little bit of a rough landing for Jim Kramer. Semifinal round, the quarterfinal. This winner of this will go into the finals, and it's Bigfoot versus Rambo. The Ford has quick time of the night so far, and that is a 4.36. He did it on his last run at a 4.36. Rambo staged. Bigfoot is staged. One of these will go home. Christmas tree light in hand. Watch them as they go. Who's it gonna be? Kramer leaned on him. Look at that. Shuts it down at the wall. Shuts it down at the wall. You don't get much closer than that. As Bigfoot, Jim Kramer, goes into the finals. They've broken the truck. Well, Bigfoot on a class pass when he came off the cars had to get on the grinders real bad. Really running right up to the wall. It looks like there has been a problem in the hydraulics on the rear steering. Possibly a ruptured line. You can see one of the pit men over on the inside making some kind of adjustment. Now he's got a few more minutes before he's called the final round. He will run if he can get repaired against the Grave Digger. A very trying situation. He's had quick time of the night. If they're going to make it into the final round, they've got to do it in a hurry. We talked earlier about the ruptured steering line on the Bigfoot truck. The line is a steel line hydraulic hose, but it's actually been cut. When the truck got on the brake, The rear end rolled over and spliced the line completely open, losing hydraulic fluid and wiping out the rear steering. They have gone to the pit area. They're going to repair it, and they'll be back in just a moment. This is the final. Bigfoot has qualified and also ran a quick time of a 4:36 and then a 4:39. The Digger has ran consistent 49s all night long. Bigfoot in a familiar lane. Grave Digger in a lane that he has not been in all night long. The two fastest trucks on the premises go head-to-head for the championship here in Roanoke, Virginia. Jim Kramer running 460 cubic inches. He calls that his little motor. The foot pulled it out. Bigfoot pulled it out at the end. He did it in the air. What a finish for what a race. Bigfoot on top all the way. What a final. It was neck and neck, and he passed him right at the line. Bigfoot takes one home. Looks like that when Jim Kramer landed, the right front tire came back around real hard. So it could be another problem for Bigfoot, but at this time of the night, it makes no difference. It's all over with. He does it in a 4:33. That's the quickest anyone has ran the course all night long. It's Bigfoot in the winner's circle tonight. The crowd cheering the king of the monster trucks, Bigfoot. From very humble beginnings as a hobby of one man to world-sweeping phenomena as it is today, shaping the face of one of the newest competitive sports in automotive racing. Bigfoot, king of the monster truck, will have a unique and unforgettable place in legend and history. Bigfoot, part Hollywood star, the unflinching hero, meeting all challenges head on. And part American dream, trying your hardest to win and succeeding against all odds. Bigfoot, king of the monster truck, makes the kind of statement that most Americans want to hear. And according to Bob Chandler, the countless hours and days spent making Bigfoot a reality really were worth it.
It's so neat to get out there in front of the crowd and see their reaction, see the kids' reactions mainly. That's what really turns me on. We work here a lot of hours. We work through the night quite often. We turn around and look at each other and say, what are we doing this for? And you get out and do a show, and the kids come up to the truck before and after the show, and it's like an idol to them, and that makes it worthwhile.
Is that a Bigfoot camera?
Yeah.